Step 4. Understanding rights. As the author of a work, you own the copyright in your work. This is true of all types of rights that will be explained. Copyright, the right to exploit the intellectual property of a piece of work. The standard length of copyright in the UK is the lifetime of the author plus 70 years. The basic premise of a publishing contract is that you will be licensing at least the volume rights to the publishing house. The contract will detail the forms, duration and territories that you are giving them the exclusive right to exploit. You will still receive royalties for this exploitation. If you reserve any rights, they will therefore be available for you or your agents to exploit, and you will receive all of the income from that. The rights that you choose to reserve may depend on the type of work you have, and whether the publisher has a strong reputation for rights exploitation. Some works will have limited scope for selling rights, such as translation rights for poetry or dramatisation rights for academic works. Volume rights. These are sometimes known as primary rights, and they're the basic rights that you sell to a publisher, meaning that they can print your book. This may be restricted to hardback or paperback form, but usually a publisher will want to acquire both for the sake of conformity. Let's use Harry Potter for an example. Volume rights include hardback and paperback, large print, anthology and quotation, radio and TV reading, and e-book rights. However, increasingly the term for e-book rights is shorter than standard licenses. This is because the industry norm for royalty rates of these rights have not settled, so you may wish to renegotiate after a certain period to adjust to market conditions. The royalty rate, as discussed later, for these rights will normally be around 5 to 10%. Subsidiary rights. Your agent may be more eager for you to retain these rights. They include rights that do not directly come from printing the book. Even if sold to the publisher, the split of royalties to the author is often much higher than for volume rights. So subsidiary rights include US rights, the right to sell in America. As the largest English-speaking market, the rights to print in America may be reserved or sub-licensed separately to a publisher that knows the market and has established distribution and sales channels. Translation rights, the right to translate your book into another language. Audio rights, mainly concerned with the conversion of your book into audiobook form. Film, TV and stage dramatisation, the right to dramatise your book in a range of different forms. And merchandising, exploitation of a character, personality or design from one medium by licensing its use in a context of another medium. The royalty rate for these rights will be much higher and could be up to 90%. So think about the forms you can see your work taking and license accordingly.